Network insider Ian Rappaport reports the Jets have signed Aaron Rodgers to a new 2-year, $75 million guaranteed contract through the 2024 season. Rappaport says the four-time NFL MVP is taking less money to give the Jets maximum flexibility to build around him. New Packers starting quarterback Jordan Love got some words of encouragement from his predecessor. Love says Rodgers reached out and told him, just be yourself, have fun, enjoy it. Panthers head coach Frank Reich named Bryce Young Carolina's starting quarterback Wednesday. Joe Burrow was asked if there's added urgency to get a deal done after Justin Herbert got his extension. Burrow's response, it gets done when it gets done. And NFL Network insiders Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero report that Giants left tackle Andrew Thomas has agreed to terms on a 5-year, $117.5 million extension. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Don't miss the final days of end-of-season deals during the truckload event at Lowe's. Right now, save on major appliances and get an additional 10% off in-store clearance appliances. Plus, you can get up to 35% off select tools and accessories. Find big savings during the final days of the truckload event happening now. Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/2. Exclusions apply while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details.
You don't plan for a computer virus. You don't plan to lose files. You don't plan to knock your laptop off the counter. And you don't plan for your PC to crash or your screen to freeze. But Staples has a plan. A plan for unlimited virus protection. A plan for help when you need it 24/7. Staples Total Support Plans are your tech plans for the unplanned, starting as low as $199.99. And although you didn't plan for this, right now at Staples you can also get $250 off select computers. N729 in-store only. See associate for details.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230, KXOL, Central California. Mentioning the NFL, we've got the Hall of Fame game coming up next week, next Thursday. 1 week from today, the Jets and the Browns, they will tee it up in the Hall of Fame game from Canton, Ohio. I wonder if Lee Elder will be there. Wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, Lee, former sports editor of the Imperial Valley Press, and now a researcher and author. Yeah, has done some pretty good work. So you could Google him. You can find his books on Amazon. Lee Elder. Yeah, not the golfer. Okay. Anyway, coming up, what are we? Oh, by the way, it is a Thursday. It's the 27th day of July, 2023. If you're keeping score, you know where we are, right? And let's see. Oh, hey, let's hear it for California. Yeah, our state is going to pay people with gift cards as a reward for staying sober. Yeah, the program doles out financial incentives to drug users each time their drug tests are negative for stimulants. Yeah, I'm sure they make gift cards for 7-Eleven. The question is, do they make gift cards for the parking lot behind 7-Eleven? I don't know. And besides, $50 at the Crack Barrel probably doesn't go too far. Boy, yeah. Hey, look, you know, I think any of us that can drug test clean should get that gift card. Yeah, that would only be fair, don't you think? I'll put in the paperwork today. And let's see. Oh, in sports news, the NCAA has fined the University of Tennessee football program $8 million for recruiting violations. Hey, that's a chunk of change, a lot of money. I mean, hey, Ohio State could have bought 2 players for that kind of scratch, huh? Yeah, I did. Well, okay, coming up, we've got talking about Las Vegas, but that would be the Imperial Valley as well. Some birthdays today. Actor Daryl Hickman is 92. Among his film work, The Grapes of Wrath. And he is Dwayne's older brother, Dwayne Hickman, better known as Dobie Gillis. So actor Daryl Hickman, 92. Cartoonist Jim Davis, the dude that does Garfield, 78. Send him a lasagna. Actor Linda Kelsey, 77. Singer Jonathan Edwards, Looking for Sunshine, 77. Sally Struthers, married to the Meathead, 76. Drummer Simon Kirk of Bad Company, 74. Guitarist Steve Morse of Deep Purple, 69. Actor Michael Hayden, 60. Actor Lori Loughlin is 59. Yeah, okay. Actor Elizabeth Berkley, 51. Actor John David Washington, 39. Actor John Michael Hill, 38. Actor Dustin Milligan is 38. Local birthdays coming up.
Stop by your local grocery outlet to participate in our annual Independence from Hunger Drive. This is a great way to support your local food organizations. So take part in our Give 5, Get 5 program. Donate $5 and get a $5 coupon for a future visit. Donations made in-store stay in your local community. Join us in our fight against hunger by visiting your local grocery outlet today. Going on now through the end of July.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Sydney Campos, Angela Yarnell, Denise Gonzalez, Ruben Fernandez, Carino Romero, Christopher Ruiz, Leticia Moreno, Richard Jimenez, Loretta Valadez, Tracy Sosa, Anna Morio, Gabriel Padilla, James Haley, John Jutzel, Lisa Sanchez, Jose Montez, Megan Kosciuszko, Musette Mares, Socorro Urias, Stephen Beltran, Tracy Pessel, and Aaron Navarro. Happy birthday from KXO. Well, coming up, we've got a look at news. We'll cover that. And we do have a dad joke. Okay. What country's capital is growing the fastest? What country's capital is growing the fastest? Ireland. Every day, it's Dublin. Let's check in with World in California News. You get it? Okay. George Gale will explain it after 9 o'clock. World in California News headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Consumer spending is steering the economy away from recession. GDP rose a better than expected 2.4% in the second quarter. Bank rates, Mark Hamrick.
Better momentum puts the prospects for the second half of the year in a better light for the economy, with unemployment that remains low and inflation that is slowing from last year's peak.
UN confirms planet Earth is on track to shatter temperature records for the month of July. Chief Antonio Guterres calls it an era of global boiling. Here in the U.S., extreme heat could ease some soon. The Weather Channel's Jordan Steele.
I do expect to see a change as we work our way into the upcoming weekend, and that's because we've got a much more potent cold front that will actually bring down our temperatures. I'm talking some of us in the 70s by the time we head into Sunday.
Legal analyst Ricky Kleeman on Hunter Biden's crumbling plea deal.
Both sides have a sincere interest in getting this resolved as soon as possible.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news: arrests made in the deaths of several people that were killed while parked in their cars at scenic lookouts in Rancho Palos Verdes and Pasadena. 6 suspects who police say were part of a criminal street gang, now in custody in connection with the death of a man in Pasadena, linked to others as well.
The intervention was crucial at the time it occurred because it was in prevention of additional crimes that may result in death or great bodily injury.
Police Lieutenant Keith Gomez, the suspects believed responsible for other armed robberies in LA County, all arrested in Panorama City. House Speaker and California Republican Kevin McCarthy says the collapse of a plea deal involving Hunter Biden should draw attention to the issue of justice in America.
There shouldn't be 2 justice systems in America, and hopefully today that's what's being done.
The president's son set to plead guilty to misdemeanor charges Wednesday before the judge raised questions and prosecutors acknowledged at other investigations into Hunter Biden's Lyden's dealings would continue. Lyden pled not guilty, another hearing in a month. Hollywood strike with picket lines at the state capitol today. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups presents great combos in pop culture. The latest installment of the Mission Impossible series, Dead Reckoning Part 1, is out now. It reunites filmmaker Christopher McQuarrie with actor Tom Cruise, who have collaborated on many movies.
We just love movies, love entertaining an audience. And Tom was somebody who was very straightforward about, I make mass entertainment.
Brought to you by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, the best way to start your day, end your day, and middle of your day.
We're going abroad for the first time in years to Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley to serve you. At El Centro Motors, in the Buckley Auto Center, and at the Imperial Valley Mall, and of course their mobile service. Well, the National Weather Service has extended the excessive heat warning through tomorrow. The subtropical high that has been lingering over the desert Southwest will remain through the week into the weekend, allowing near record temperatures to continue. However, there is an area of low pressure expected to migrate northward from Mexico. It'll begin on Saturday night, bringing cooler temperatures and an increased chance of showers and thunderstorms. Weast Lake has been closed to the public again. The lake north of Brawley is closed to the public because of restricted water flow due to an ongoing construction work nearby. Imperial County officials stressed that this closure is not due to contamination or bacteria levels in the lake, but because of the restricted water levels caused by IID activity in the area. Updates on the situation at the popular lake are expected. And shortly, a new Welcome to California Imperial County monument will greet travelers at the U.S.-Mexico border. The monument is at the Calexico East Port of Entry, near the Port of Entry in northbound State Route 7. It will welcome border crossers to Imperial County and the state of California. The unveiling will take place shortly. Funding provided by the Clean California Initiative, a multi-year effort to create thousands of jobs, remove litter, and engage communities in beautification efforts. The Gateway Monument includes sustainable landscaping. KXO News time is 7:43.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for El Centro Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentromotors.net. El Centro Motors mobile service vans. What a great idea.
El Centro Police are investigating the theft of a purse. At about 1:30 Tuesday afternoon, a woman reported that a window was broken out of her car and a Coach purse was stolen. The car was parked in the 1200 block of Ross Avenue near Buckley Park, where a number of similar burglaries have been reported recently. And there's a brush fire burning near Tecate. As of last night, over 450 acres had been burned. The fire so far has remained in Mexico, but CAL FIRE officials are monitoring the fire activity. And a reminder, Sinclair Road Bridge is closed today and tomorrow. The closure from 4 a.m. until noon, both days, for a bridge geotechnical investigation. A detour route will be posted. That's it for page one of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you. At the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and at El Centro Motors, and of course their mobile van, wherever you are. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Reducing energy use during the summer is more important than ever. This summer, IID encourages you to do your part by setting your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher, avoiding the use of large appliances between 4 and 9 p.m., and turning off all unnecessary lighting. But there's more. IID provides a number of summer energy-saving opportunities to help you make the most of your energy savings efforts. Check out our tips and energy saving guides at IID.com. Let's work together to stay cool and save energy this summer.
It's page 2 of the local news. Page 2 is served by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food. They specialize in sushi rolls, 50 different varieties of sushi rolls, one for every state. Understand they are working on several others in case Puerto Rico and Washington, D.C. are admitted as states. The City of El Centro and the Imperial County Transportation Commission will meet today. The joint meeting held at the El Centro Community Center from 5:30 till 7:30 p.m. The meeting will provide information regarding transportation routes, rates, and relevant details for residents of the city. It's hoped that the information session will help El Centro residents navigate the Imperial Valley Transit System more efficiently. And Imperial County will be getting a 16-bed adult residential substance abuse disorder treatment facility. Imperial County Director of Behavioral Health Services, Leticia Plancarte Garcia, told the County Board of Supervisors this week that a grant of over $17.2 million was awarded for the project. The grant funding will provide the county new opportunities to address gaps in care and create sustainable improvements to better serve local residents, according to Plancarte Garcia. Among the items to be funded, an adult residential substance use disorder treatment facility. This facility means that county residents will no longer have to seek these services outside the valley. A local residential facility will also address the needs of the unserved or underserved populations in the county. The awards are delivered through the Department of Healthcare Services Behavioral Health Continuum Infrastructure Program Round 5. A total of $430 million in awards were made to 21 different counties. We need a little Christmas. And it'll be Christmas in July. Coming tomorrow, Christmas in July, hosted by the Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce and the City of El Centro. It'll run from 5:30 till 9 p.m. at the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Sports Pavilion in El Centro. You can bring your family and friends for this family fun event. There'll be shopping and opportunities, a bar, food, games, and mucho más. KXO News Time, 7:48.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. The menu is full of outstanding entrees. Yes, there's something for everyone at Kxo Sushi, including for the kids. Kxo Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls. They're named after our 50 states. And there's fresh sushi and sashimi, plus beer, wine, and sake. And oh, I forgot to mention, they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Kxo Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4440 for your takeout.
The National Weather Service says strong high pressure will continue to hover over the region with excessive heat persisting for the next several days. However, an area of low pressure will migrate northward out of Mexico over the weekend, bringing significantly increased chances of thunderstorms and cooler temperatures to the entire area. 117 our high yesterday, 86 the overnight low. Sunny and hot today with a high near 114. South wind about 10 miles an hour, becoming west this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 87. Southeast wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Sunny and hot on Friday with a high near 114. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming northwest in the afternoon. Saturday, sunny and hot with a high near 115. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday, partly sunny with a high near 108. A 30% chance of showers afternoon. Look for southeast winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour at times. 90 degrees, 67% relative humidity. Wind out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, and the weather served by Kxo Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials. The dinner menu featuring 16 different entrees. Kxo Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
Together,
we stand up to cancer. On Saturday, August 19th, join Stand Up to Cancer.
So just stand up with us.
Tune in Saturday, August 19th at 8, 7 Central on ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC. For more ways to watch, visit standuptocancer.org.
And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Well, Lindsay Horan's goal allowed the U.S. to squeeze out a 1-1 draw with the Netherlands at the Women's World Cup. Next up, it's Portugal for the U.S. Netherlands will take on Vietnam. And let's find out what's going on around the world of baseball. Well, lots of things. Yeah, we're approaching the trade deadline, and a lot of activity as far as trades already. But let's take a look at some scores. The Pirates nipped the Padres 3-2. Meanwhile, the Angels and Tigers postponed. It was raining in Detroit. Nationals edged the Rockies 5-4. Marlins topped the Rays 7-1. Guardians ripped the Royals 8-3. Mariners tweaked the Twins 8-7. Brewers blanked the Reds 3-0. Cardinals clobbered the Diamondbacks 11-7. Blue Jays beat up on the Dodgers 8-1. Phillies over the Orioles 6-4. Red Sox topped the Braves 5-3. Yankees beat the Mets 3-1. Cubs beat the White Sox 10-7. Rangers, it was an ugly game, but the Rangers ended up on top 13-5. And the Giants 8, the Athletics 3.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, some activity in the Major League trade sessions. The Dodgers have acquired shortstop Ahmed Rosario in a trade that saw them send right-hander Noah Syndergaard to the Cleveland Guardians. Syndergaard will join the Guardians in Chicago today for the opener of a 4-game series. And, he's rehabbing at AAA after hitting the injured list in early June because of a blister on his throwing hand. And the Angels say, no, we're not sellers, we're buyers. They pulled Shohei Ohtani off the market and went out and picked up some help. They acquired right-hander Lucas Giolito and right-handed reliever Reynaldo Lopez from the White Sox. It cost them catcher Edgar Cuero and left-hander Kai Busch, two of their top prospects. So where will San Diego State end up? What conference? Okay. The Pac-12, the Big 12, they're in the Mountain West for another year at least. Well, things are shifting again. It's all about the Benjamins. The Big 12 has voted unanimously to accept Colorado as a member. Yeah, rips the Buffs out of the Pac-12. And in other news, the Chargers and quarterback Justin Herbert have agreed to terms on a 5-year, $262 million contract. Yeah, there's even a no-trade clause there and $133 million in full guarantees. Yeah, lots of money. And, well, what can I say? Speaking of money, Aaron Rodgers reworked his contract, took away some money so the New York Jets can be more competitive in getting him some help. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmht.org for more information about Pioneers.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. The U.S. economy picked up steam in the second quarter despite punishing rate hikes and still high inflation. Gross domestic product, the broadest measure of economic output, grew by an annualized, seasonally adjusted 2.4% rate in the April through June period, according to the Commerce Department. That was a faster pace than in the first 3 months of the year. The economic growth driven by business investment, government purchases, inventory investment, and consumer spending. And, McDonald's sales are surging. When McDonald's introduced a limited edition purple shake in honor of Grimace's birthday, it probably didn't expect the item to go viral on TikTok quite like it did. But it did, and sales at McDonald's locations open for at least 13 months jumped 10.3% in the quarter. And in case you missed it, the Fed hiked interest rates by a quarter point, and hence there could be another rate hike coming. It's the 11th rate hike increase since the Fed began its inflation fight in March of 2022. It comes just 1 month after the central bank hit pause in order to assess the state of the economy after the failures of 3 regional banks since the spring. So Wall Street right now showing green. The Dow up 59 points at 35,579. The S&P 500 up 26 at 4592. The NASDAQ up 151 points at 14,278. Gold down 25.80 an ounce. I told you you should have sold yesterday. Better yet, buy today. And oil is up $1.01 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 114, south wind about 10 miles an hour, becoming west this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 87. Southeast wind 10 to 15, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Sunny and hot on Friday with a high near 114. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming northwest in the afternoon. Saturday, sunny and hot with a high near 115. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday, it'll be partly sunny with a high near 108, a 30% chance of showers afternoon. Look for southeast winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. And we have 91 degrees downtown El Centro, humidity 68%, too high. And the wind right now out of the south-southeast at 325 miles per hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal. You'll find them at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. CBS News on the hour coming up. And don't forget local news scheduled throughout the day and local news updates when and where they happen on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230 KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. What recession? A new report on economic growth is a good one from the government. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
This report on economic growth should put to rest, for the time being at least, fears of a recession. In the first quarter, the U.S. economy expanded at a 2% annualized pace. Now we've got a 2.4% annualized pace for the second quarter. This really does show that the U.S. economy has bounced back very strong.
The Labor Department seems resilient, too. Claims for jobless benefits fell last week to the lowest level in 5 months. The UN said today that July is extremely likely to be the hottest month in recorded history as blistering heat waves grip parts of the planet. The searing heat wave that scorched the south and west, now making life miserable in the Midwest and East. The Weather Channel's Stephanie Abrams on the outlook in New York City and much of the Northeast.
It's going to feel like it's 106 degrees out there. In the afternoon, the skies will darken and the rain is going to pour down.
At the White House, CBS's Nancy Cordes tells us President Biden, with the heat wave in mind, is set to announce new steps today to protect workers, improve forecasting, and make drinking water more accessible.
He is urging the Labor Department, as we see records being broken from coast to coast, to inform people that they do have the right to speak up when they feel that conditions they're being put in are unsafe.
A Delaware judge wants more information soon to reconsider any possible plea deal for President Biden's son Hunter. CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleeman.
The government really doesn't want to try this case in Delaware. You've got a family with a favorite son of Delaware. You have someone who has a real defense about being a drug addict, that they would rather not try the case.
A teenage girl who disappeared 4 years ago in Arizona when she was 14 turned up at a police station in Montana.
She identified herself as Alicia Navarro, and she basically asked for help to clear her off of a missing juvenile list.
Jose Miguel Santiago of the police in Glendale, Arizona, says Navarro insists she left home willingly. Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell was able to joke after freezing up and stopping mid-sentence when talking to reporters yesterday.
Well, the president called to check on me. I told him I got sandbagged.
He insisted he was fine. He says he just felt lightheaded. Checking Wall Street. Right now, the Dow is up 37 points. The S&P is up 22. NASDAQ is up more than 100. This is CBS News.
Find great hires fast with Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
DQ presents
Picture this. Picture your favorite Blizzard treat, but this one is being held by someone very special. RE, our Children's Miracle Network Hospital's champion.
Hi!
Miracle Treat Day is Thursday, July 27th. $1 or more of each Blizzard treat sold at participating locations benefits your local children's hospital and kids like RE. So treat yourself in the most meaningful way.
Support kids like me on Miracle Treat Day, Thursday, July 27th.
DQ. Happy tastes good.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. You may no longer be a husband, but you'll always be a dad. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Phoenix area attorneys. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
There are new regulations to make the next generation of commercial airplanes more accessible. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
These rules would require commercial aircraft to have accessible bathrooms for disabled travelers, new single-aisle planes in particular. Airlines are increasingly using them on even lengthy flights, making accessibility to laboratories difficult, especially for those in wheelchairs. One group pushing for these changes was Paralyzed Veterans of America. Even still, these changes to airlines could be many years away.
A judge in London has allowed Prince Harry's lawsuit against the publisher of the Sun tabloid to go to trial on claims the paper used unlawful methods to gather information about him. Its alleged news group used investigators and deception to unlawfully gather information, but the judge has sided with the publisher in rejecting his phone hacking claims. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
You've got Carroll Buckley with a 30